on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Investigators are hoping someone will come forward with information after releasing this video to us yesterday. It's a car in an area where Tom Beerson's body was found in Moorhead in September. Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Investigators still don't know why that car was in the area and still can't identify the make, model, or license plate.
Police aren't sure it's connected to the disappearance and murder of the NDSU student, but they aren't ruling anything out as evidence right now. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric joins us now with much more on this. Bradford?
Mike, Stephanie, since we posted that surveillance video and photos to our website and social media yesterday, tips and opinions as to what type of car it might have been flooding in. Today, Valley News Live's graphic artist Lynn Trelstad digitally enhanced the photos investigators provided us to get a better look at the car. I then took those pictures to the experts, a car dealership, where they see hundreds of makes and models every day. Their opinion?
Looks like a Ford Taurus.
And why do you say this?
The contour of the top of the car, the taillights, it's a little rough to see, but it looks the side of the body about a 2003 Ford Taurus is what I would say.
Matt Sharp has been with All City Auto in Fargo for a few years, and part of his job is to photograph each and every car that comes into their lot.
Right on the side of the body, you can see running along the middle of it, it kind of contours in.
Okay.
That's very typical of a Ford Taurus, and also the way the trunk lays out to me, it looks to be like a Ford Taurus. Even the front of the hood, I can tell. When you see enough of these, you kind of start to know them.
Other employees at All City Auto didn't want to be on camera, but told me their opinion. Some said it looked like a Nissan Altima because of the taillights. Others said perhaps a Saturn model, or maybe even a Pontiac, or perhaps a Dodge Neon. I passed the information along to Moorhead Police, who continue to investigate what happened to Beerson over that 3-day span of when he was reported missing and when they found him. Investigators told me today that they are continuing to follow up any information coming out of releasing the pictures and video, but they are not any closer to identifying the car, its license plate, or just what it was doing in the area. And remember, police are not even sure this is connected to the Beerson murder. They're just trying to follow up leads and eliminate all possibilities. Mike, Stephanie?
All right, thank you, Bradford. And stay with Valley News Live. Any new information that we learn will be passed along to you.
The FM area finally gets more than an inch of snow. What a run of good winter weather it's been. Now we have to deal with what's on the ground and what else Mother Nature has in store. Let's check in with Lisa for a quick look at tonight's forecast. Lisa?
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, 2 weeks exactly after we broke that original record of 1-inch snowfall, we finally got to that 1 inch today. In fact, officially 3.2 inches so far. Of course, there's more on the way. But in Fargo, Moorhead reports ranged anywhere from 3 to 4.5 inches. The big winner, Bijou, Minnesota, 5 inches. And we also heard from Tower City saying that they had that amount as well. So a good dose of snow across the valley. After that, we saw another layer of freezing rain, and this was sent in from one of our viewers near the St. Hilaire area on Highway 32. It looks to be a road grader that has slid off the road, he said, and he did also witness a little fender bender in the town as well. So we've been dealing with that extra layer of ice, and now there's more snow on top of that falling in the Northern Valley tonight. And in addition to that, the wind as well. So we've got several issues going on here. More snow that's falling, and as the wind picks up, we could be dealing with some visibility issues for tonight. Wind advisory for our western counties for now. We have a winter weather advisory for the rest of us for tonight through the early morning hours. So we'll be talking about what we can expect to see over the next several hours and when conditions will start to improve in just a bit.
I like that sound. Thanks, Lisa.
Well, this season's biggest snowfall in Fargo-Moorhead made travel pretty hard in the metro today.
One crash led to 2 more along Interstate 94 this morning, backing up traffic for some time around the lunch hour. There were no life-threatening injuries in any of the crashes. Moorhead police saying the slippery road conditions and speeds are why so many people are getting into trouble. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop joins us now live from South Fargo with an update on our road conditions. Ashley?
Good evening. The roads right now off of University here look the best I've seen them all day. The plows trucks literally just came by at the start of our newscast and got the residential streets behind me. Fargo Public Works crews have been out since early this morning cleaning the roads. They did all the primary roads twice and now they're starting on these residential streets. They say the snowfall has caused them, to do the roads twice to make sure the primaries are done, and that's why the residential ones are taking longer to get to. The public works supervisor says they plan to go on the residential streets tonight. Some of them they've already got to, like this area, but many areas they haven't got to. So they're going to complete those tonight while you are sleeping, and hopefully they will all be clear by the morning. But the department isn't just racing against time, they're also racing against Mother Nature so the roads don't become worse.
We're certainly racing the clock on dropping temperatures. We would like to get this snow plowed off and salted and back to bare pavement or reasonable bare pavement by the time it cools off too much.
Now, the same thing will be happening in Moorhead this evening. Crews will be going back out at midnight to clear the residential streets as well. And Fargo Public Works Supervisor Lee Anderson tells me that with all the growth in Fargo, today's little significant snowfall was the city's first real test for cleaning all the snow from all the new and additional streets that they have. In South Fargo, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
All right, thank you, Ashley. And if you'd like to take a look at the current highway and interstate conditions, just head to our website, valleynewslive.com. Click on the Weather tab at the top of the home page. For the second time in 6 years, several dozen people had to be temporarily evacuated following a fire at a downtown Grand Forks apartment building last night. A misplaced cigarette is being blamed for starting the fire that injured an elderly man. His name and condition have not been released. The fire started in his corner apartment on the 6th floor, plus water damage below the apartment where a misplaced cigarette started the fire. It was quickly brought under control by the sprinkler system.
Instead of putting it in a non-combustible container like you're supposed to, they didn't put it in that, and they caught some combustibles on fire.
Did it cause much damage in the apartment?
There is a lot of damage in the apartment, some smoke damage in the hallway outside the apartment.
Everyone in that apartment building is expected to be allowed to return to their apartments tonight. A fire at the same building back in 2008 caused the temporary evacuation of residents.
North Dakota's tax department has lifted its suspension on income tax refunds. Last night, the state started issuing back funds to direct deposit and checks. On Friday, the state suspended refunds due to an increase in tax identity fraud. State Tax Commissioner Ryan Rauschenberger says the state is still taking precautions to combat the fraud, but encourages taxpayers to file early.
If your return is in before somebody has used your information to fraudulently file a return, that one will be the one that later return, the fraudulent return, will get flagged, and then we'll know that's fraudulent. If a fraudulent return comes in before the actual filer files, we have less of a chance of knowing that that was a fraudulent return.
Rauschenberger says his office plans to reach out to taxpayers if they think a return is fraudulent. He asks that taxpayers be patient and use their websites to check on the status of their refund.
North Dakota's U.S. Attorney is stepping down. Tim Purdon is going to become a part of a national law firm coming to the state. He was confirmed back in August of 2010. He'll wrap up his work next month. A spokesperson for the office in Fargo says the resignation came as a bit of a surprise. Assistant U.S. Attorney Chris Myers will take over until a replacement is nominated and confirmed.
Well, the Valley's popular Y94 morning program, the Morning Playhouse, delivered tickets today to Taylor Swift's September 9th performance at the Fargo Dome to some area teachers. Molly Lackman, Hope Schmidt, Joni Grant, and Melissa Hagan are all second grade teachers at Robert Asp Elementary School. They tried to get tickets to Swift's concert in Minneapolis and Fargo, but they didn't have any luck, and they decided to make this crazy video. The four came up with their own lyrics, sung to the tune of Swift's song Shake It Off. The Morning Playhouse hosts Zero and Rat. They invited the teachers to their studio this morning to discuss the predicament in the video and ultimately surprise them with free tickets to the concert.
A couple of events that are happening tonight might help you deal with any winter blues you might be having. The first deals with dogs and cats. It's a discussion on the evolution of our four-legged pets. It's at the downtown Main Library. It begins at 7 o'clock. For more information, you can contact the library. The number's on your screen. The other event is for the family. It focuses on technology use by families and how to keep yourself safe in an always connected world and how to grow as a family through technology. That's at Washington Elementary. Begins at 7. It'll last until 8:15. And remember to like Valley News Live on our Facebook page. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on the feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and stay informed throughout the entire day. And one more thing. It's Tuesday, time for our weekly restaurant report card. So watch tonight on Valley News Live 10 at 10 to find out which places have critical violations and if there's a clean plate award winner.
Well, later on Valley News Live at 6, love is in the air, how it's being spread to students in our area.
And our wintry weather isn't done yet. More snow moving in on the backside of this system, and the wind too will be impacting us tonight. I'll have details right after this.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live.